Eternals fight at the bleeding edge of the war against the Dark Gods. Flashing down from the skies upon bolts of celestial lightning, they are living weapons of vengeance and reconquest, who strike without warning and obliterate all who stand in their way. During the bleakest days of the Age of Chaos, the armies of the Dark Gods were unstoppable. Their ruthless champions carved down all who stood before them. They spread despair and terror. Beneath dark and rolling skies, it seemed as though the final defeat of the forces of order was at hand. Grimly resolute, the God King Sigmar led a desperate fighting retreat into Azir, the realm of heavens. Rescuing what refugee tribes he could, Sigmar ordered the gates of Azir sealed shut. With that agonizing decision, Sigmar prevented the final victory of the Chaos Gods, but at the price of leaving 7 of the 8 mortal realms helpless in their cruel and crushing grasp. Yet, it was never Sigmar's intention to concede defeat. As the years of the Age of Chaos ground on, and the armies of the Dark Gods reaved their way across the realms, Sigmar watched from on high. Whenever he witnessed true heroes fighting to hold back the tide, he would pluck them from the field of battle in blasts of divine light. These individuals were reforged by Sigmar, using ancient and potent magics, coupled with the power of those gods who still cleaved to his shattered pantheon. For centuries, Sigmar's glorious palace of Sigmarian rang to the clangor of blessed anvils and the endless crackle of celestial lightning. Finally, the army of reconquest was complete, clad in shimmering Sigmarite, wielding the fury of the heavens. The Stormcast Eternals were a fighting force like no other. They possessed might equal to the greatest champions of chaos, and bore weapons infused with divine energy that could banish a demon with a single blow. Some rode noble Dracoths, or magnificent griff chargers. Others marched to war in great formations, calling down celestial lightning to smite the enemy, or soared through the air on wings of light. It was these warriors that Sigmar sent in countless gleaming ranks to reclaim the mortal realms from their monstrous oppressors once and for all. For Sigmar is the God King, the great unifier. He is the supreme deity of order, and his human tribes once held sway across much of the mortal realms. Sigmar survived the destruction of the world that was by clinging to its ravaged core until he was rescued by the great drake, Dracothian. With Dracothian's aid, Sigmar sought out those other gods that had survived the world's ending, and forged them into a pantheon whose people colonized the realms. It was Sigmar too who led the fight against the gods of chaos when they turned their acquisitive gaze upon those infinite lands, and he has never stopped fighting them since. Sigmar is a warlike deity, his temper thunderous, and his wrath swift and terrible to behold. Yet he is wise too, and just, though circumstances have made him cold and hard. The God King seeks above all to see the hated gods of chaos hurled back and defeated for all time, and for his worshippers to retake their rightful place in the mortal realms, no matter the cost.